everybody, I'm Belinda Cipriano and I'm here to talk to Chantal about her journey in Bali. You've just recently returned from Bali, but tell us where it all began. I believe it began a couple of years ago, is that right?
Actually, it did a couple of years ago. Willem and I wanted to go up to Bali for a holiday. We approached Ros Worthington and sister to see if we could stay in her villa. And they said, look, we're going as well, come and join us, and we're going to spend Christmas with the Bali kids. And as we were part of this amazing journey, meeting Brenton and the kids and talking to Ros and I were sitting around the pool one day, as you do, and thinking, wouldn't this be wonderful to do a retreat for women? And that's how it actually started.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your relationship with Ros Worthington, because I believe from that 2 years ago, it's grown a lot, and now you are doing this retreat that you're talking about now. How did that begin?
That actually began about 3.5, 4 years ago. I met her unexpectedly, and it was really one of those moments where we just connected, and somehow we just knew we were going to do work together somehow or other. And the journey's really gone from there. So as we got to know each other, you know, need to get to know each other, trust who we are, and it's just been expanding from there. And we also have the same beliefs of giving and sharing, giving and receiving, and working from our hearts. And she does really work from her heart with her children, and I work with the heart in a different way. So we realised that in the end, it's all about giving and receiving, and that we can bring our skills and our passions together, and then that's how this retreat came about.
Now tell us a little bit about that retreat that you're talking about.
Well, what we wanted to do is give women an opportunity to have time out for themselves, because my experience had been, which we've spoken about before, was in May I went up there thinking I'd never be one of those women hitting a midlife crisis at 49, sitting on my own up in Ubud. And there I was in my sarong, sitting up in Ubud, looking around, oh, here I am. And literally I had a crisis and I needed to take time out.
Yeah, and how long did you take time out for, and what sort of a journey did you go on?
Well, it's interesting because I was only going to take a week off, and we went up with Ros, but I realised I needed more. So Ros and I had the experience of going up there for a week together to get a feel for what we wanted to offer people and what our experiences were. But I stayed on another 3 weeks. In fact, I in theory should have stayed longer. But you know, you go into fear, money, time, can I do this, anxiety. But wow, it was the best 4 weeks I ever had.
Okay.
In connecting back to myself.
What do you think you've got out of that experience?
What I got out of the experience was that I had missed being in touch with myself and my heart. I call it my heart, anyone call it your energy or self. And through going up there and the experiences I had, I came back to me. Because I've been so busy out there with my business with Franck, you know, my skincare range, and on the business side, and you know, it's a challenge doing small business, that I had let sight of me.
And what was involved getting back to me?
Well, what was involved was, number one, trusting myself that I could go away, because I had anxiety due to an experience. This is why I had this crisis, which was a car accident. I didn't even know I could get on a plane. I didn't even know if I could go away.
Had you been away? Obviously you had been away before, but this is after, isn't it?
That's right. I've travelled all my life. So this was a big thing for me to think, can I get on this plane? So what was interesting was I kept asking my partner and all various friends, would you come with me? They kept saying, no, it's your journey. You need to do it on your own. And I was scared. But something kept propelling me to go. And I did. And then I met the most amazing people along the way who took me on a journey in Ubud or Bali to see a whole different side of Bali. Because they do work with their belief system, their tradition, their Hinduism and their gods, and in a way that they do it every single day. They celebrate life, death, connection, balance it every single day of their life. And I realised that's what I missed, was that connection to my life, and creating rituals around that. And that's what I got out of it.
It sounds a bit like an eat, pray, love sort of an experience.
Well, it was partly, but it was mine. Yes, it was in a way, in that sense of, I suppose it happened to be in Ubud, because it really resonated with me how they live, how they really live it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel for me I'd lost sight of that. And that was the excitement of going, oh my goodness, this is what it's all about. And connecting to that, and then with the journey, and that's how then more and more I came back to Ros and went, oh my God, Ros, this is something really special.
Yeah. So when you got back, what was your life? How did your life change when you got back?
Well, interestingly enough, I came back very excited and then crashed, because what they say can happen is, and it did happen, the dark side of the soul, because I had the most amazing experience, and I was cocooned in a way up there because I had my little ritual, my routines, I was safe, I was with people. I came back here and then didn't know how to come back in a way. So I actually went back again, and that's what settled me. Now, I don't.
And how long ago was?
About 7 weeks after.
Okay.
Now, not to scare people off, because my experience will be different to what others had. But I came back, I was so excited about connecting to my heart. I'd had that joie de vivre come back. I had that vibrancy. I could feel my whole being like, wow, this is what life's all about, and I want to share that with you. So it triggered me into going back and teaching meditation. It triggered me into going back and doing Reiki. And then again, as we were talking about earlier, what can I do to share my story, to give you your own story? Yeah. And your own connection to yourself again.
Yeah.